Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now. We've now uploaded well over 700 videos to YouTube. Most of them are done, recorded, uploaded without any kind of editing whatsoever, largely because I cannot stand video editing. It's a time-consuming process, and I don't know if I would necessarily see the benefit out of doing videos that needed to be edited. It's the one reason why I sometimes record videos more than once. As William just pointed out, this is take 3 of the reading of the top 5 video editing tips as sent in by Shane DK from YouTube, or he's also known as Mr. Bogosity in the chat room. He says, future YouTube viewers might thank me for this one. Number 1 of his top 5 video editing tips is tighten your edit. You may have worked hard on those several seconds of clouds or bizarre color cycling patterns or whatever, but the rest of us are going to be bored watching it, and we may click away and watch someone else's video if we get bored. Make things happen all the time. Give us a title card on the screen, or come on and talk, or cut to the next thing, but do it quickly. Here's a guideline. Once the content for that part of the video is finished, start counting. If you can count higher than 1 before the next part of the video, edit it down. Exceptions might be a pause for comic or dramatic effect, but don't pause too long. Number 2, make text legible. White or yellow text on a light video background doesn't do it. Select a contrasting color. Take advantage of whatever features your software might have, such as outline or drop shadow for text, to make it stand out from the background even more. And if it's going to be on YouTube, remember, they'll compress the bejesus out of your video, so make the text sufficiently large enough. Number 3, turn down the music. It kind of muddies your voice. You can keep it at full volume when there's nothing else to listen to, but turn it down when there's stuff going on, especially when you're talking. If you're accustomed to using a graphic equalizer, then you might want to turn down the levels in the editing process. If you do that, you shouldn't have to turn down the overall volume as much, and we can more clearly hear both music and voice, especially if the music is kept at a lower level than the voice volume is in the video editing process. You can also boost those same frequencies in your voice track. Number 4, cut out the fillers. These are words like and you know. Sure, there'll be a jump cut in your video, but that's not as distracting as those filler words. Your video will go faster, and you'll sound smarter, too. You can also do very quick crossfades instead of jump cuts if they bother you. Oh, and drop the volume if you cough or clear your throat. We don't want to listen to that. Good points. Of course, he did write crossfades. I said crossflades, which is not to be confused. The crossfade feature is, it's, if you don't, click the little pie icon on YouTube and you'll see what I'm talking about. Mozart's Ghost! Alright. Number 5, don't use wipes. Don't ever use wipes. Don't ever use wipes. Cut or crossfade to the next shot. On rare occasions, you can do a dissolve where you use solarization or do some effect like that, but use it very sparingly and only when it enhances the transition. And never use wipes. And never use wipes. And if you ever think about doing a page curl, you should be hunted down and shot. There you are, advice from a completely self-taught producer and editor. Editing is a lot of work, but it's very rewarding when you can come up with something that's pretty good and you start getting great comments. And above all, have fun with it. Shane DK from YouTube, Mr. Bogosity in the chat room. Appreciate these tips. I certainly could have used them when I started. Most of my fades, if I use a fade, are typically a nice, smooth dissolve. I never use jump cuts. They're so incredibly overused. In fact, when I see a video on YouTube that has a jump cut, I'm thinking, another jump cut. Great. I would have to agree with him on the wipes. The wipes don't impress me. Unless, of course, you're George Lucas, and I'm still not impressed with the prequels, even with its use of transitions. Digitally enhanced, of course, for my pleasure. Anyway, do you have any video editing tips? Do you have top 5 tips of your own? Again, whether they're related to technology or not, hardware, software, internet, or something way beyond, let me know. Email it to me, chris@pirillo.com. If it's good enough, it's well written, whether you're a novice or an expert, I'd love to share it with the rest of the community. And the community at large would be you, because you're watching this video. Hopefully you're watching more of our videos. I try not to do, boring videos. I do every once in a while, but, it's kind of a given. It's going to happen. I mean, especially if, I'm not feeling very energetic in the middle of a video. It's going to come across as boring. I think I shocked my monitor back there. Anyway, if you want, you can stop by our chat room, where we're typically talking tech. That's who you see below here. They're always talking below me. Well, not there. That's our partner logos, and then over here, that's the people who are chatting, and you can join them. They're talking about you right now. You didn't even know it, did you? Of course you didn't, because you're not there. See, at least they'd be talking about you in front of your face rather than behind you, or behind your back, I should say. So we don't do any editing when we're streaming live. We're doing live streaming, live video streaming, live audio streaming. We're doing it live, as evidenced by our URL, which we share, the URL being the link, the website. Am I getting boring? Okay, fine. Stop by the chat room. We're typically talking tech 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, at live.pirillo.com. We'll see you later. Star wipe, and we're out.